Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a concealer battle, which really I wasn't planning to do, but I kept finding issues and I'm dying to see these two compared next to each other. And that is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer versus the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. Now, when I first reviewed this, and if you missed that video, I will leave it in the description box, but I fell madly in love with this. But when I first used this, I fell madly in love with this as well. As time has gone on, I didn't have any issues with either one until recently when I started noticing all around my nose started separating. And it just kept happening over and over and over when I used this concealer. And then I switched to this concealer for a couple of weeks just to see, and I wasn't having the same issue. So then I switched back to this one and I had the issue again. But I don't know if it's the concealer or foundations because I'm constantly trying different foundations as well. So I just was like, could it really be that the e.l.f. outlasts the Jeffree Star? I don't know. This is supposed to be 16 hours. I don't know how many hours this is supposed to be. I don't know if he ever made a claim on that. So I just decided there's only one way to find out, which is to put them side by side on my face and wear test them in a concealer face-off. And this is what we're doing today. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Jamie. I do beauty videos 2 to 3 times a week. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel before you go. And I am testing some new sound. And I don't know if you guys noticed in my GLAM report new release video, my sound was a little bit different, and that's because I am trying something new. I actually have this audio device that I use for my podcast, and I just decided to try to use it with my camera. I had tried it one other time and I wasn't able to make it work, and I just had an aha moment the other day and I tried it and I got it to work. So here we are. I don't know if the levels are too loud. I'm used to having to talk really loud at the microphone because my normal microphone is sitting on top of my camera. So I usually have to carry my voice, but I noticed that in the GLAM report video, I was doing that still, and this mic is more sensitive, and I was like, whoa, you sound too loud. So now the mic isn't as close to me as it was that day. I'm looking at the levels and it looks quite a bit louder than the mic was on top of my camera, but I kept having to turn the volume up when I was editing because it was recording the volume too low. So I always have to crank my volume, and I was hearing, I don't know what the right word is, like feedback almost. Like my sound wasn't good, okay? So hopefully I'm resolving it, but if it is a little bit off, just know I'm testing this out and I will have it good as soon as I can. Like, it's just trial and error, so it is what it is. So I want to know if you guys can figure out which side is which right now before we get into the video, because I think they look so close that for me it's really hard for me to tell a difference between either side. I want to know, like, first glance before we get in the video, pause it, whatever, take a guess. Do you think the Jeffree Star Concealer is the right or the left? All right, guys, so I'm going to stop talking. We're going to get into the video. If you guys would like to see this concealer face-off battle with the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer versus the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, then keep on watching. Okay, here we go. So I've got both concealers here. I have the e.l.f. and the Jeffree Star. So I think I'll just keep them on this side. Jeffree will be left, e.l.f. will be right. So I'm going to start with Jeffree. I'm just going to apply it. So my foundation is the Urban Decay All Nighter. And it's mixed with the Fenty Pro filter. I'm just going to blend this out with a brand new L'Oreal sponge. For primer, I have the Dermalogica Age Smart Primer, and I also have the Tatcha Silk Canvas on. So that is pretty much the only thing I have on my face up to this point. I haven't used a L'Oreal sponge in a while. This used to be like my OG sponge. I've been just so into the Sonia Kashuk sponge that I sort of turned my back on L'Oreal. So that is it all blended out. And now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. And this one dries super fast, so you gotta work quickly. So I'm just going to put it in one area at a time. Alright, so just putting those two on my cheeks and my eyelids, I can tell you that the e.l.f. has more coverage than Jeffree Star. Just right off the bat, I can see that. The colors are very similar. In the e.l.f., I am a medium sand, and in Jeffree Star, I am a C13. And they are really, really similar. I would say that the e.l.f. one is a tiny bit brighter. But they're close. But yeah, the e.l.f. definitely has more coverage. So I'm actually going to just continue with the e.l.f. in the center of my face, since we're really... The deciding factor is going to be the cheek and nose area. I just don't know how else I would do half of the center of my face. Like, that's too complicated. So I just want the tiniest bit. All right. So to set, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil powder. I decided to go with this powder because I felt like going with the Jeffree Star Magic Star powder would have been kind of tipping the scales. So I wanted to use a powder that was from a completely different brand and one that I love, which I love this one. So I'm going to go ahead and set both sides. I'm just going to push everything in, make sure there's no creases. Side. Okay, well, once the powder is on, they look identical. Like, I can't really tell a difference between either side. I'm just going to go ahead and go in the center of my face with some powder. Yeah, everything looks the same. They look nice, both of them. So, you know, it's just going to come down to wear, which is the reason why I wanted to do this video, is because I felt like the e.l.f. might be outlasting Jeffree Star. And I'm like, am I imagining this? So there's only one way to find out. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup. I'm looking crazy right now. Do you see this sunburn? This is like just, it's not even a sunburn. It's just my freaking skin from being outside and using mineral sunscreens that aren't doing their job. So annoying. Anyway, I'm going to add some bronzer and stuff and try to match everything up. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, so my makeup is on. And everything still looks really good. I mean, I've only had this makeup on for 2 hours because I was filming other videos and stuff. But everything looks pretty flawless. Nothing is caking. And both sides look identical. I can't tell the difference. I don't know if you guys can, but I can't. So I'm pretty happy with how this looks right now. But like I said, the whole reason that I did this video is because I wanted to see if the e.l.f. was outlasting Jeffree Star at the end of the day, because I just kept noticing the separation, and I can't figure out if it's foundation or concealer, but it always happens when I have the Jeffree Star on, and I don't think it was doing that in the beginning, so I had to know. So yeah, I want to see how it looks at the end of the day, but for right now, this is what we're looking like, and I'm gonna go about my day. Oh, and I do want to just tell you guys what is on my face, because I've been really trying to be good about that so that you guys know. For foundation, I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation mixed with Fenty Pro Filter. That is in my drawer. I put it away. My primer is Dermalogica Age Smart and Tatcha Silk Canvas. For concealer, you already know. For powder, you already know. My bronzer is the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer. This is the mini that I got in the VIB sale. This is in the shade Caramel Cutie. I love it. This is like my favorite thing of all time. For blush, I have the Balm Cosmetics Hot Mama blush. I kind of rediscovered this in sort of like a accidental shopping my stash situation, and I love it, and I think it just goes great with this look. For highlight, I actually put on these Cover FX, what are they called? Custom Enhancer drops in the shade Moonlit, and this I got in a BoxyCharm. And then I'm using this Cover FX palette, and I'm using this highlight here, which is also from a BoxyCharm, and I love that so much. My brows are Benefit. This one is the Goof Proof I used today because I'm out of Precisely My Brow, and I'm dying. I'm so sad about it. Like, I'm so freaking addicted to the Precisely My Brow. Oh my god, I have to get a new one. And then I used the ABH Clear Brow Gel. In my waterline, I went in with this Marc Jacobs pencil here, and the shade is called Orange Crush. It is so pretty. I don't know if I've ever used this, or maybe once, but it was just too perfect for this look, so that's what I used for that. Mascara is Scandalized by Rimmel. Lashes are Chignon from Kiss Lashes. And what else? Did I miss anything? Oh, the lips. So I went in with the L'Oreal Color Riche in Matting Call, and my lipstick, Morphe Matte Lipstick in Wifey. And I did an IGTV tutorial on the eyes. So if you guys want to see this eye look, I did use the BH Santa Fe palette for this look. I know a lot of you were asking for more tutorials with this palette, which I'll probably do like in a get ready with me or something. That's kind of what I figured. But I did decide to do an IGTV of this like orangey citrus look. I just think it's such a great summer look. So if you guys want to check that out, head over to my Instagram. It's at GLAM LATTE. And I think that's all I need to update you on as far as what's on my face. I have some things to do. My vlog camera battery is like totally dead, but I'm gonna plug it in and see if I can't do a check-in while I'm out and about. Either way, I will meet you guys back here later tonight, and we will take a look and see who won this battle. So I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, you guys, I am back. It is 10:12 p.m. So this has been on my face since noon. Around noon. So it's been about 10 hours. And I wanted to just zoom in a little bit so you could see. I would say that the Jeffree Star has worn off around my nose, and it's starting to break up right here. It's just starting though. This side, it's kind of bunching around my nose, so it looks a tiny bit cakey right there. But all of the concealer is still intact. Like, everything is still on my face. Where, like, I think I've lost a lot on the Jeffree Star side, like, around my nose. Like, all this is all redness. I can see there's no concealer left there. But I did get some bunching and caking here. And this is e.l.f. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like, it's almost a tie. But if I have to give it to one, I'd have to give it to e.l.f. because even though some of the product gathered around my nose there, I'm not missing any product. And on the Jeffree Star side, I'm definitely missing a little right here. So that would be the reason that I would lean towards the e.l.f. side, but like the Jeffree side doesn't have any bunching or gathering where the e.l.f. side does. Like just a little bit. So I don't know. It's really hard. You know, when I look in the monitor, I don't really see a difference between either side. I think they look pretty darn close. So, I mean, if you want to talk price point, I think the Jeffree Star concealer is $22, the Jeffree concealer, and the e.l.f. concealer is $5. So, I mean, that's quite a big price difference. So, if you're on a budget, you can definitely go with the e.l.f. and you'll be fine because, I mean, I'm going to call it kind of a tie because I'm having only slight issues with both, but they're different issues. One is bunching and one is fading. So neither one is perfect, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, if you think about price point, if we just strip everything else away, if you're going to get pretty much the same result, why wouldn't you go with the $5 option? I'll call it a draw, but it's a choice you're going to have to make. So I hope the video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GlamLatte. Don't forget the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, and CastBox. All of those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold